Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And since you guys love my cooking videos, I thought I'd do another one. So I do love to have a little bit of sweets, and I thought I'd put my little spin on it and do a healthy cheesecake. Protein cheesecake. It is low carb as well, which is super good, especially if you're on a low carb diet and watching your macros as well. So you can have this as a treat after dinner or even during the day. I don't know when you like to have your cheesecake, but I'm going to run you through what we've got as an ingredient. So I've got cottage cheese, which is going to be my cheesecake base. High protein, low carbs, low sugars, which is what we absolutely love. So I'm going to combine it with some Greek yogurt, which is the Chobani brand. I love this brand. It is absolutely awesome. It's low fat and high protein. I'm also going to add some of my favorite bulk nutrients, salted caramel protein in there as well, just to give it a little bit of flavoring, and it will taste a little bit like salted caramel, which is always going to be delicious too. You can use my code LARAS5 too if you wanted to grab any of them. I'm also going to use a little bit of cinnamon. I've got these babies here, which is I don't know how to say this, McVitie's. They are digestive biscuits. So these are the healthiest low sugar and low carb biscuits which you can get from the supermarket. Of course there's other biscuits there, but I want to keep this cheesecake pretty clean. So this is going to be my base, and I'm going to also combine it with some egg whites as well. I've got an egg too, which is going to also go in my base, and I'm also going to put some berries within it too, and also as my topping. So they are all the ingredients, and we are going to get started. So first things first, let's make the base. So I've just turned the oven on as well, because I'm going to cook the base for about 10 minutes just so it becomes quite firm. So let's start off with the base. So what I need for the base is I'm going to use my blender, so my NutriBullet. So if you guys have a NutriBullet, make sure you grab one. And we're going to blend it through. So I'm going to open up my biscuits, and I'm going to add 10 biscuits in there. 8, 9, 10. So they are my biscuits, and we are also going to combine 1 full egg in there as well. Popping the lid on, we are going to put that right in the blender. These are all formed in a bit of a mold, so I'm just going to take them out. You can also crush them with your hands. As you can see, it is like quite a sticky mixture, so make sure you get all the biscuits there. So I'm going to firmly press the mixture down. You spread it evenly across, guys. It's all stuck on my fingers too, which is completely fine. If you need to use a few more biscuits depending on your cake tin as well, make sure you do so. If you've got smaller tins, you can do your individual cheesecakes too. This is my base. This is going to go in the oven for about 10 minutes, and while that is cooking, I am going to start making my actual cheesecake. I'm going to put this whole thing of cottage cheese just in a mixing bowl right here. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of the Chobani big ones. Make sure they're heaped into there. And then next I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. If you don't really like cinnamon, you don't have to add it in, but I love cinnamon. I think it's great. Next one, I'm going to add some salted caramel protein. Like I said, this is a high protein cheesecake. So I'm going to add about 3/4 of a scoop in there. And next I'm just going to mix it all together. If you want to blend it, more than happy for you guys to blend it as well. So you literally want to mix this until it becomes quite smooth. I might even just add some more Greek yogurt in there because my base is pretty big. So I'm just going to add a little bit more Greek yogurt in there too. That's just going to be 1 more tablespoon. If you guys wanted to add a little bit of maple syrup or something like that in there, more than happy for you to do so. Make sure it's just like calorie friendly too. I always like to go the sugar-free maple syrup. I think that one is great. I'm also just going to add a dash of egg whites in there too. So just add literally like a tablespoon of egg whites, mix it through. If you wanted to add the berries in there as well, more than happy for you to do so, or you can even add them on top. I'm going to do a little bit of both. So you can use frozen berries, or make sure they're defrosted, or I like to use fresh berries. So I'm going to use the fresh berries. As you can see, it is quite thick. So I've just taken my base out of the oven, and as you can see, it is quite firm. I've just let it cool as well for about 5 minutes. So I've got my mixture here, and what I'm going to do is obviously pour my mixture onto my base. What I'm going to do as well is pour the mixture on top and spread it out evenly. That looks super tasty, yum. Make sure you get all of it, guys. Also, like I said, it just depends on your cake tin how much mixture you need too. So if you've got a small cake tin, stick to all my measurements as well. And also, guys, I'm using baking paper too, just because I'm going to put this baby in the freezer right now. So make sure you do line your cheesecake with baking paper. So as you can see, this looks absolutely perfect to me, and it is spread completely evenly. So that is my cheesecake all done and dusted, and I'm going to put it in the freezer for about half an hour to an hour, let it form, and then I'm going to take it out and serve it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes out. So let's go. So guys, I've just pulled my cheesecake out of the freezer, and I've just topped it with some fresh berries as well. As you can see, it looks absolutely delicious. So of course you're not going to have this whole cheesecake unless you want to, but I would divide it up into about 12 slices. So each slice is 10 grams of carbs, 20 grams of protein, and 5 grams of fat. So perfectly fits into your macros as well. Like I said, guys, very high protein cheesecake. It's super delicious as well, and I'm so excited that I got to share this recipe with you guys as well. Also, I did use Bulk Nutrients protein, so if you guys want to jump on board there, make sure you do. I used the salted caramel just because I wanted a little bit more taste to my cheesecake as well. If you guys are keen to jump on board my team, make sure you do message me or head to my website, laraguy.com, to make a booking. I offer consults, meal programs. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this recipe. Make sure you make it, tag me if you do make it, and enjoy.